are continuing to talk to some of the leading candidates in the California recall race tonight. Joining us now to discuss the election and his campaign, Democrat gubernatorial candidate Kevin Paffrath. Kevin, so good to see you tonight.
Great to be back. Thank you so much. This is a huge moment for California. I really hope Californians get out there and show the world we've got big problems here, and we need somebody who can solve the problems. That's not Gavin Newsom.
Okay, do you have Thor's hammer behind you? Is that what I'm seeing?
Heck yeah, I do. I got a star. I got Thor's hammer. Look, we need to pull out all stops to solve the problems we got in California. Homelessness, schooling, fires, water. We got a governor who doesn't care to pick up Thor's hammer because he's too worried about staying in office. We got to get him out and get somebody in who's actually going to make some real change happen.
All right, tell me, how are you feeling about your campaign and your chances to become our next governor?
We're super excited. We're jumping up and down. It's going to come down, we believe, to that millennial vote. They don't show up in the surveys. Millennials are our biggest voting base in America right now, but they have the lowest historical turnout. So let's see what were we able to pull off. But we're very, very excited because we get support from all ages once they hear our message and our plan at meetkevin.com.
You know, one of the things that I really honed in on with your message is your education, your platform on education, and why you came to the conclusions you did. So talk to me about education, and please include future schools in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're in the bottom 20% of schools in the country, yet we're the largest economy in the country. We're the fifth largest economy in the world. We need financial education in our schools, mental health education in our schools, and business and communication skills in our schools. So here's how we want to do this. We want to create competitive future schools with unions, with businesses, combine them together. Create future schools. At 16, people can go to future schools. They can learn a career, financial education, high school education, and college. The best of all four of these features in a future school. After 2 years, you get a career. You're licensed as an architect or an engineer or a journeyman electrician or plumber, whatever. You can get out there and work. So that way you're not working for minimum wage. You don't end up on Medi-Cal. Then we take the same model, separate from the 16 to 18-year-olds. We do the same model for adults. The adult future school, we provide $2,000 per month for individuals to go to that school. Now we make a $48,000 investment in them over 2 years. And what happens? People graduate with a career and financial education, which means we're not paying $240,000 for 2 years for people to sit in jail. Because what happens when people sit in jail? They come out and they go right back into jail. 70% of people go right back into jail. They're not homeless because they can actually contribute back to our economy. They're not on Medi-Cal and minimum wage. They don't even care about minimum wage because they're earning a better living by providing value. Now we can attract businesses back. We've got massive labor shortages. We need more people to build our homes. We need more architects and engineers. There's a reason architecture takes so long is because we don't have enough educated people. That's not Californians' fault. Guess whose fault that is? That's Governor Gavin Newsom's fault, and that's why he's got to go. And please don't sue me, bro, for saying that.
I love it. Oh my goodness, you are just a bundle of energy. But what my takeaway from what you just talked about is you're actually talking about teaching a man to fish versus handing it out, which I think is tried and true in many ways. You also talk about starting a daily vlog as governor to boost transparency. Why do you think that is so important?
Oh my gosh, it's critical that we have this because here's the thing. We as Californians are frustrated that common sense solutions don't get done in the state. Why are people dying on our streets? Why do we have the housing, homeless, water, fire problems we have? And so what I believe is, hey, look, a leader, a governor should be in charge of guiding the legislature to get progress done. If people stand in the way because they're bought out by lobbyists or they've got some other reason they're standing in the way, we're going to talk about it on YouTube for the world to see. And then you can defend yourself because the world deserves transparency in politics. That's what we don't have right now. The more transparency, the more righteous our government becomes. And that's what the people of California deserve. That's why I'm running as a YouTuber, but also a financial educator, because this is what we need. Transparency, financial education, strong leadership, and big change in California, big ideas.
Yeah, when you bring your own money to the table, you certainly don't have to cower to the special interests. Again, a message I'm hearing from you right now. So let's play the what if game. If Governor Newsom beats the recall, what are you doing in 2022?
it's all going to come down to that turnout. How well were we able to drive turnout in this election? Look, we hope to win, but if we lose, we've got to get a few million votes to have the momentum to get into these primaries, because our primaries are top 2 vote getters. So if, let's say, we get a Newsom and an Elder going into the primaries, I got to have enough votes to compete against them, because only the top 2 go into the November election. So as long as we've got momentum, I'm all in for 2022. If for some reason we didn't get the momentum, we're gearing up for that clean slate in 2026. But either way, I'm not going away.
All right. So this has not scared you off, because I know campaigning is a beast unlike anything else. What would you say is your biggest takeaway or something that you learned from the past few months?
You are going to get slapped in the face from so many different angles that you have never even expected. People are going to do things and say things that seem totally unexpected and counter to logic. And you just have to smile, roll with it, and figure out what the best solution is. That's exactly what we need within our government, but that's also what we should have in our daily lives, because look, that's what life does to you. Sometimes you get punched in the face, or you spill coffee on yourself like I did earlier today. You just got to change shirts and keep moving. And so that's how I feel government should operate as well. And I'm so excited to help participate and change California for the better.
Brother, do not switch to decaf. That's all I can say. Super excited to see what happens tonight. Kevin Paffrath, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me back. FullPlanetMeetKevin.com.
You got it.